Okay, so next is matrices. So what is a matrix? A matrix is a two-dimensional rectangular data set. It can be created using a vector input to the matrix function. Now how to create a matrix? See here, one variable named as capital M is assigned. So see here we can have assignment operators, two types. One is equal to sign or back arrow also is used for assignment. So matrix is the keyword used for creating a matrix. See here how it is written. Same way you have to write matrix. Now we are creating matrix using a vector. So what is a vector here? How to create vector we have already seen. C, and this is a vector of all characters, right? Now comma, what are the other parameters to create a matrix? So next parameters, when we are creating any matrix, it is required that we should inform or define how many rows and columns are there in that matrix. So how to declare that? It is n rows is equal to 2 and n columns equal to 3, sorry. So now when number of rows are 2 and number of columns are 3, so definitely how many elements we will be requiring? We are requiring 6 elements. So let us check. 6 elements are provided, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now one more parameter is written here, by row is equal to true. Now what is the indication which this particular parameter gives? So by row is equal to true, that means we have to print the elements by row format. Okay, so we'll try this command again. So I am just copying this. Going to R tool, and now I am pasting. Now see here, all commands are written correctly. So create a matrix is a command. Then M is declared as matrix data type, which is composed from a vector which is having number of rows is equal to 2 and columns 3, and we are trying to create a matrix by row is equal to true. Now see how true is written. Now see here, 1 comma 2 comma, and here comma 1 comma 2 comma 3. So I think you have understood what this means. So first these are the rows, one first row and comma, and there is nothing written, that means all are representing the column values, 3 column values. This is representing 2 comma, so it is representing the second row element. Similarly here comma 1, so this is representing first column, second column and third column. Now see how the elements are arranged in this matrix from a given vector A B. So how it is written? A B, and then it is written CBA. It's written CBA. Okay. Now why this has happened? Because here it is written as by row is equal to true. Now we are trying another way. So what I am trying? I am not suppose including this. We will see what happens. Okay, matrix is created, no error. Okay, this means what? It is not necessary you should use this parameter. Without this parameter also your matrix will be created with 2 rows and 3 columns, right? Now we want to print, so I am just pressing up arrow key, and now I am trying to print. Now see the observations. What are the observations here? See, the elements were A, B, C, B, A. How these are arranged? A, B, C, B, A. So this is the default way to arrange elements from a given vector. Is it understood? Okay. So if you want to arrange the given elements in by row format, that means row wise, then you have to include this parameter. Otherwise by default it is printing by column. Okay. Now next is array. So arrays, while matrices are confined to 2 dimensions, arrays can be of any number of dimensions. The arrays functions takes a dimension, this is D, okay, attribute which creates the required number of dimensions. In the below example, we create an array with 2 elements which are 3 by 3 matrices each. Now see here, create an array. So array, how arrays are created? With the help of this keyword array. Now how this array is created? From the given vector, which is represented by C, green, yellow, and the dimension mentioned is what? 3, 3, 2, and then print A. Now we will see how it is giving you the output. See here, now first line is correctly executed, no problem. Went to next line with the prompt. A is assigned to array. C, green, yellow, both are of character type, comma dimension is equal to C, 3, 3, 2, print A. Now see here, what is 3, 3, 2? So what you have understood from this two? C, comma, and 1. So this is representing three-dimensional matrix, right, where it is written here 2. So it has printed 2 times. So this particular thing, this is representing 3 by 3 first matrix, and this is representing 3 by 3 second matrix. Okay. Now how these values are arranged? Even though elements required will be what? For this we require how many elements? So 3 3s are 9, 9 2s are 18, but we have provided only 2 elements in a vector. So how these are arranged in a matrix? See here, green, yellow, okay, or green, yellow, green, yellow, green, yellow, green. So these values are repeated, right? Now in second one, after this green, what is the value here? Yellow. So it is started from yellow. Okay. Now we will try to make little change in this and see what happens. Okay. What I am doing now? I am increasing one more element, red. Now we will try to see the output. Okay. Fine. No errors. Now see what had happened. So again, what type of matrix is printed? So again 2 matrix of 3 by 3 dimension. So this is first one. Now see the arrangement. So green, yellow, red. So once again it is proved. By default what is happening? The elements are arranged column wise. Okay, green, yellow, red, green, yellow, red, and green, yellow, red. And next turn is of again green. So second matrix is also started with green, yellow, red, green, yellow, red. So I hope you have understood it. One more change we will try to do. If we are writing here 3, okay, so what will happen? Now see, here there are 3 3 by 3 matrix, right? Now elements arranged like green, yellow, red, green, yellow, red, right? Green, yellow, red, green, yellow, red, and again green, yellow, red. And one more change, if we want to try, if I am increasing one more element here, blue, right? So now how it will give you the output? See, 1 2 3. Now 3 matrices are printed with 4 elements. So green, yellow, red, blue, green, yellow, red, blue, green. Next started from yellow, red, blue, green, yellow, red, blue, green, yellow. Then it is coming red, blue. Okay, I hope you have understood. So I have tried to show you all the possible way for declaring and utilizing how its output are displayed. Next is factors. Again, this is very important for categorical type of data. So what are factors? So factors are the R objects which are created using a vector. It stores the vector along with distinct values of elements in the vectors as labels. So the labels are always character irrespective of whether it is numeric or character or boolean, etc. In the input vector, they are useful in statistical modeling. Factors are created using factor function. See here, factor function. The n labels functions give the count of labels. So I am quickly trying to execute this also. So how to create the factors? I am just copying and pasting here. C. First line, okay. Second line, apple colors. So this is a simple vector which is having multiple colors. Now you can observe here the colors are repeating randomly. So where just these factors are useful. Suppose you are collecting a data of different people in a town, and you want to note down their blood groups. So blood groups are limited numbers, okay, A, B, AB, O, like this. So you cannot extend these blood groups. So as you are going to record the blood group of each person, you are going to store that in the vector. Here we can say that if there are number of balls in a bucket and you are picking one by one those balls, so first ball which is come out is green, next is also green, like this. So this is showing the occurrences of values, okay. So this factor is doing what? It is trying to identify the distinct values in a given data set, okay. So now we want to create factor from given data set. So this is acting as a data set. So create a factor object. How to create factor apple? I am giving one name. And how to create factor, and you are passing this vector as a data set to factorize, okay. Now you are printing the factor. So when you are printing factor apple, what type of output you will get? Very first it is printing the vector which you have supplied as a data set, and now it is showing labels. What these labels indicate? This shows which are the distinct values available in given data set. Now if you are printing n labels factors apple, so this is showing how many labels, count of labels, and it is nothing but 3, okay. So I hope you have understood it, what is the purpose of factors and how it is created.